So here are my thoughts on this. I'm speaking to you, Commissioner Mena, and I'm speaking to you, Commissioner Keon.
Not to me?
No, I'm not speaking to you. So the problem, as I see it right now, is what the mayor mentioned a few minutes ago, that the legislature, again today, shot something down that could have helped move forward in resolving the problem.
Was it Appropriation Committee?
It was another act by the legislature that didn't result in any significant change. Now, I'm not against guns by no means of the imagination. I'm not.
Assault.
Now, the biggest problem I see here is the fact that these students, I mean, it was a massacre. 17 lives killed,
Right.
kids, and 15 injured. It could have been another 15 deaths. It's happened over and over again, and there's no substantial change at any level. People talk about the bump stocks or a few other different things which aren't going to the root of the problem. Now look, we haven't been elected at the state level, we haven't been elected at the federal level, but we have an obligation to do what we can as advocates for our community, to do everything we can, to protect our city. When you have conversations with the police department, when you have conversations with their staff of what can and cannot be done, there's only so much that we can really do. I feel like my role at this point is to do everything we can to really try to force the legislature at the state level, because when it comes down to it, we are lobbyists for our city at the state level.
Yes.
At the federal level, at the county level. There are many times that we speak to the county commission and the county mayor to try to convince them of something that's going to benefit our community. We've all done it in one way or another. Days when we go up to Tallahassee and we meet with the state legislature to try to convince them to send additional funding to us, whether it's related to sea level rise or whatever other issue it may be. This is what I really think this is one of those situations. Now, I think timing is very important when it comes to this. We've seen these children from Parkland in Tallahassee. We've seen them in DC. They've been all over the news. And the ones that are leading are the children here. And it's unfortunate that there's so much press on this. There's so much pressure on the legislature, and nothing has happened yet. Doesn't mean nothing can't happen.
Well, I
But if there is, let me finish up here, because I'm speaking to you, Commissioner.
I'm hearing.
What I think is very important is that the pressure, that they're feeling it from all angles. And I commend the mayor for bringing this up. And I think you see where I'm going on this. Yes, we could be removed from office for voting for this. Yes, we could be subject to a $5,000 fine. But inaction at this time, I think it's incumbent on us. I feel that it's incumbent on me to do what we can to continue to apply pressure. And I got to tell you, with the strong stance we've taken with FPL, I can guarantee you they're going to lobby the governor to remove us if we vote for it. And you know something? If we are removed from office for promoting something that's going to help the legislature make a positive change in this regard,
With our children.
then it'd be worth it.
That's the best thing that could happen.
That's the best that can happen.
Actually,
However, so the question in your mind,
Right.
Commissioner Mena and Commissioner Keon, should not be, well, whether it's legal or not. No, we know that there's a strong possibility, a high likelihood that we could be removed from office for doing this. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I don't want you thinking, I want you listening. High possibility, but the question is this going to encourage other cities to follow suit so that Miami-Dade County or the state of Florida, the individuals closest to the residents, the elected officials in the municipalities like ourselves, send a strong message, hey, look, if you're not going to make a change, we are willing to stand up for our communities as a whole and put our own jobs on the line. And you know something, this is more important than us keeping our jobs, to send the message, look, maybe the answer isn't fully banning assault rifles, but the answer is that the legislature knows that we are serious, and the communities, at the people closest to the closest to the residents feel this strongly about it. And if this is going to encourage one other city, two other cities, the Dade League of Cities, the Broward League
Many
of Cities, you telling me the city of Parkland isn't going to do this? You telling me Broward County isn't going to do this?
South Miami's gonna do it.
You know, let's give them, let's give them the playbook of how to do it. And what happens if we get removed? What do you think the public backlash could be? Do you think it's going to help those kids achieve their goal of making schools safer? Can we possibly be, you know, one cog, one domino in the process to improve the safety of kids all throughout Florida? And I think the answer is yes, or even the mere possibility. So that's why I'm going to second the mayor's motion.